L'école élémentaire, or sometimes you'll hear l'école primaire, is primary school. Voilà l'école élémentaire que nous avons visitée quand nous étions à Paris. Je pense que ça c'était il y a 2 ans. So that's a primary school we visited on our exchange. And we got a couple of our sixth formers when they were in year 10 playing. It was absolutely delightful. Went along to this school, played games, and you can see they were very, very curious about what was going on. Donc, voilà le site du gouvernement, l'école élémentaire. L'école élémentaire accueille les enfants scolarisés de 6 à 11 ans. Elle est mixte et gratuite si elle est publique. Elle comporte 2 cycles, le cycle 2, CP, CE1, CE2, et le cycle 3, CM1 et CM2. Les locaux des écoles appartiennent aux communes qui ont la charge de leur entretien. So, if you want to, you can click on there and go straight to the site. Here we are. So you say, I could share this there, partager, and they think it's going to take me 5 minutes to read it. Temps de lecture. Voilà, vous avez l'organisation. So that tells you about the cycles. Les apprentissages. So that's what they actually learn, including something called le socle commun de connaissances, de compétences et de culture, which we're going to look at in a minute. Les évaluations. That's how it's assessed. Les dispositifs d'accompagnement. So these are things which you can get which are extra to support you. Provision to support you. Le fonctionnement de l'école, that's how it's all worked out, who's responsible for what. Les parents d'élèves, how the parents are involved, etc., etc. And then it's telling you about les cycles pédagogiques here. Cycle 1, that's the one we had at the école maternelle. And here we've got cycle 2 will be this one, and it's the beginning or 2/3 of cycle 3 as well. So let's look at it in a bit more detail. Here again is the overview to see where we're up to. So we've done la maternelle, now we're into l'école élémentaire. So you can see the names of the classes there. CP, CE1, CE2, CM1, CM2. We'll say what they're called in a minute. It's called l'école élémentaire, and then it's here that you have the bilan de fin de cycle 2. So they do have an assessment or a report at that point when they're at the end of cycle 2. So this is cycle 2 covering those 3 years. And these 2 years here are the beginning of what they call cycle 3. That goes into the next school. So each cycle is 3 years. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then that one's divided, but it makes up 3 altogether. And you can see how it compares with us. So for us, the primary school starts here, down here really, doesn't it, when you're 5 years old. For them it's when they're 6 years old. And then as far as assessment goes, they still have SATs, assessment tests at the end of that key stage. So it's key stage 2. So cycle 2 et 3, this is a repeat of what we said at the start. So if it's public, the school is mixed and free. It receives school students from 6 to 11, and it's composed of 2 cycles, and it's composed of 5 classes. Elle comporte ou comprend, les deux, ça va, je pense, les deux, ça va. Donc, le cycle 2, what are the classes called? La nomenclature des classes. Donc, le cycle 2 comprend ou comporte 3 classes. You have le cours préparatoire. CP is the preparatory class. Le cours élémentaire, première année. So that's the elementary or primary class for the first year, and that's the one for the second year. That's the cycle 2. What do they do? Le programme, so the syllabus, includes une langue vivante. So they start doing a foreign language. Everybody will start doing a foreign language at the beginning of the primary school. Des enseignements. An enseignement is subjects or disciplines. So there'll be some sort of subjects to question the world, questionner le monde. Des enseignements artistiques, artistic ones, which are, and they tend to use art plastique is when you actually create art rather than just appreciate art. So we would often just call it art, I think, or creative art. Et éducation musicale, là c'est music. Une éducation physique et sportive, that's often shortened to EPS, EPS. Et un enseignement moral et civique. So that's what they'll be doing in cycle 2. What about cycle 3? So that's where you've got these are the last 2 years of primary school. Le cours moyen, so it's the literally medium, middle class first year, middle class second year. And in fact, the cycle goes into the next school, the classe de sixième. What do they do there? As well as doing everything they've done in cycle 2, consolident leurs apprentissages, that's when they start doing les sciences et la technologie, l'histoire et la géographie, et l'histoire des arts, so art history as opposed to creating it.